Obinna's secret. In the quiet village of Umuk, nestled deep in the heart of Igboland, Obinna was known as a man of mystery. He was tall, dark, and always kept to himself. He rarely joined the village men in their evening palm wine gatherings and spoke only when necessary. Despite his aloofness, the villagers respected him. He was wealthy, yet no one knew the true source of his riches. Rumors swirled around him like harmattan dust. Some said he had a hidden gold mine deep in the forest. Others whispered that he was an Ogbuefi, a ritualist who made sacrifices for wealth. But no one had proof, and Obinna neither confirmed nor denied anything. One evening, Nkem, a young palm wine tapper, took a path through the forbidden Kisi forest. It was said that spirits roamed there at night, but Nkem was fearless. His calabash of fresh palm wine was half full, and the moon guided his steps. As he walked, he heard a strange sound, like the chant of an ancient incantation. He froze, hiding behind a large Udara tree. There, in the moonlit clearing, stood Obinna. His hands were raised towards the sky, and in front of him lay an open wooden chest, glowing with an eerie blue light. Nkem's heart pounded. He had never seen anything like it. As he tried to move closer, a sudden gust of wind blew, and the light vanished. Obinna turned swiftly, his sharp eyes scanning the trees. Nkem held his breath, afraid that he had been seen. The next morning, Nkem rushed to tell his best friend, Chike, about what he had seen. But Chike laughed. Nkem, you and your wild stories. Leave Obinna alone. If he has a secret, let him keep it. But Nkem could not let it go. That night, he went back to the forest, determined to uncover the truth. This time, he came with his friend Okachukwu, who was just as curious. They hid behind thick bushes and watched as Obinna returned to the same spot. He placed his hands on the ground, whispered something, and slowly, the earth beneath him opened up like a mouth revealing a hidden underground chamber. Inside, gold, precious stones, and ancient artifacts gleamed under the dim light of a lantern. Obinna's wealth was no mystery anymore. He had discovered an ancient Igbo treasure buried by their ancestors during the colonial wars. But before Nkem and Okachukwu could react, a twig snapped under Okachukwu's foot. Obinna's head snapped up. His eyes burned with fury. Who is there? Nkem and Okachukwu ran like spirits were chasing them, but Obinna was faster. He caught up with Nkem, gripping his shoulder tightly. You should not have seen this, he whispered, his voice as cold as death. The next morning, Nkem was nowhere to be found. And from that day, no one in Umuk dared to question Obinna's secret again.